Happiness is a pursuit that resonates with people across cultures and backgrounds. In Buddhism, the path to true happiness is deeply explored through teachings that guide individuals toward inner peace and contentment. The Buddhist understanding of happiness is not superficial or fleeting. Instead, it is rooted in profound insight and mindfulness that helps transform one's life. Here, I will explain the principles of Buddhism that illuminate how one can stay truly happy in life. 1. Understanding the nature of happiness. Buddhism views happiness as an inner state that is not dependent on external conditions. This concept contrasts sharply with the common belief that happiness stems from material possessions, status, or achievements. The teachings of the Buddha emphasize that such external sources may bring temporary joy, but do not lead to lasting happiness. True contentment comes from cultivating a peaceful mind and heart, which is achievable through self-awareness, compassion, and understanding. The foundation of Buddhist teachings on happiness lies in recognizing the impermanent nature of life. Everything in life is transient, including emotions, relationships, and material wealth. By understanding and accepting this impermanence, individuals learn to detach from clinging to fleeting experiences and begin to find peace within themselves. This shift from seeking happiness outside oneself to cultivating it internally is a profound aspect of Buddhist wisdom. 2. The Four Noble Truths, the pathway to happiness. The Four Noble Truths form the core of Buddhist teachings and provide a framework for understanding and addressing suffering, which obstructs true happiness. They are as follows. The first noble truth: dukkha. Life is inherently filled with suffering, which can include anything from profound sadness to subtle dissatisfaction. Acknowledging that suffering is a natural part of human existence is the first step toward liberation. The second noble truth, samudaya. The cause of suffering is attachment and craving. Desire for things to be different than they are, or attachment to things and people, leads to dissatisfaction and unhappiness. The third noble truth, nirodha. There is an end to suffering, achievable by letting go of attachment and desire. This cessation of suffering is known as nirvana, a state of profound peace and liberation. The fourth noble truth, magga. The path to overcoming suffering is the Eightfold Path, which guides individuals toward ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom. These truths guide practitioners to explore their inner landscapes, understand the roots of their suffering, and embark on a journey to end it. This process not only reduces pain, but also leads to deeper, enduring happiness. The Eightfold Path, the practice of happiness. The Eightfold Path is a practical guide that outlines how one should live to reduce suffering and cultivate true happiness. The path consists of 8 interconnected practices: right view, understanding, developing an accurate perception of life based on the Four Noble Truths, right intention, thought, cultivating intentions rooted in compassion and renunciation of harmful desires, right speech, speaking truthfully, kindly, and avoiding divisive or hurtful language, right action, engaging in behavior that does not harm others, promoting peace and kindness, right livelihood, choosing work that aligns with ethical principles and does not contribute to suffering, right effort, striving to develop wholesome mental states and prevent unwholesome ones, right mindfulness, maintaining awareness of thoughts, emotions, and actions, fostering presence in the moment, right concentration, meditation, developing deep states of mental focus that lead to profound insights and inner peace, By practicing the Eightfold Path, individuals learn to align their thoughts and actions with values that promote happiness and reduce suffering. Each component reinforces the others, creating a holistic approach to well-being. 4. Mindfulness and meditation. Essential tools. Mindfulness and meditation are integral practices in Buddhism that foster happiness. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment, allowing individuals to become aware of their thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. This practice cultivates a sense of peace and helps individuals detach from automatic reactions that often lead to unhappiness. Meditation deepens mindfulness by providing structured periods of focused awareness. One popular form is Vipassana meditation, which emphasizes observing the breath and bodily sensations, helping practitioners gain insights into the nature of their minds. Over time, meditation helps reduce mental clutter and stress, leading to a clearer, more peaceful state of being. 5. Compassion and loving kindness. Metta. Buddhism teaches that true happiness is intertwined with the happiness of others. Cultivating compassion and loving kindness, or metta, is essential for creating a sense of connectedness and well-being. Metta involves wishing others happiness, health, and peace, even those whom one might find difficult to like. This practice dissolves feelings of resentment and fosters a sense of unity with all living beings. When one practices metta, they nurture an internal environment that rejects anger and envy. This transformation is key to experiencing deeper happiness. The act of sending out positive thoughts can be incredibly uplifting, reminding practitioners that happiness expands when shared. 6. The power of letting go. Attachment is a major source of suffering according to Buddhism. People often cling to relationships, possessions, or status, fearing their loss will result in unhappiness. However, Buddhist teachings advocate for letting go of these attachments to find freedom. Letting go does not mean becoming indifferent or detached in an uncaring way, but learning to appreciate the present moment without trying to control it. Practicing non-attachment can be difficult at first, but it brings a sense of liberation. It allows individuals to appreciate life's experiences without being trapped by fear or expectation. This mental freedom is an essential component of a peaceful and happy life. 7. Contentment and gratitude. One of the simplest, yet most powerful teachings in Buddhism is to cultivate contentment and gratitude. Being grateful for what one has, rather than focusing on what one lacks, transforms the way people experience their lives. Acknowledging the abundance in the present moment creates a sense of fulfillment that no external success can replicate. Contentment is not about complacency, but about finding joy in the simple, everyday aspects of life. This outlook minimizes feelings of envy and dissatisfaction and shifts the focus from what might be missing to what is already present. 8. Overcoming challenges with equanimity. Equanimity, or mental calmness, is another crucial element in staying happy according to Buddhist teachings. Life inevitably brings challenges, but responding with a balanced mind allows individuals to navigate difficulties without being overwhelmed by emotions. This quality helps one remain resilient and grounded, preserving happiness even in tough times. Equanimity is cultivated through consistent mindfulness practice and the application of wisdom. By understanding that pain and pleasure are part of life's natural rhythm, practitioners learn to maintain their peace regardless of external conditions. 9. Living with purpose and meaning. In Buddhism, a fulfilling life is one that aligns with a sense of purpose. This purpose isn't necessarily a grand mission, but can be found in simple acts of kindness, meaningful work, or personal growth. The concept of right livelihood from the Eightfold Path embodies this idea, teaching that one's work should contribute positively to themselves and others, avoiding harm or exploitation. Living with purpose brings a sense of direction and contentment. When individuals engage in activities that align with their values and contribute to the well-being of others, they experience a deeper sense of satisfaction. This purpose-driven life can cultivate a joy that transcends short-term pleasures and creates a foundation for lasting happiness. 10. The role of detachment and simplicity. Detachment is often misunderstood as indifference, but in Buddhist teachings, it means not allowing one's happiness to be controlled by external factors. It is about enjoying experiences and relationships without becoming overly dependent on them for one's sense of self-worth or happiness. This approach promotes resilience, as a detached mind is better equipped to face life's inevitable ups and downs. Simplicity complements detachment by reducing the noise and distractions that can cloud the mind. By simplifying one's life, physically, emotionally, and mentally, individuals can create space for what truly matters. The practice of minimalism in one's daily habits and environment helps to reduce stress and increase focus, fostering a peaceful, contented state. 11th, understanding karma and its impact on happiness. Karma, a central concept in Buddhism, refers to the law of cause and effect. Every action, thought, and intention plants seeds that will later bear fruit, shaping future experiences. Positive, kind actions create conditions for happiness, while negative, harmful actions lead to suffering. Understanding karma empowers individuals to take responsibility for their happiness by being mindful of their actions and their impact on others. It teaches that cultivating positive actions and intentions not only brings personal joy, but also contributes to the greater good. This cyclical nature of giving and receiving means that a compassionate and mindful life is inherently a happy one. 12. Embracing change as a path to freedom. The Buddhist principle of anicca, the belief that all things are impermanent, is central to achieving a sense of inner peace. Resistance to change often causes suffering because people become attached to circumstances or states of being that are bound to evolve. By accepting change, individuals can find liberation from this suffering and maintain happiness even when life is uncertain or unpredictable. Embracing change means understanding that pain, loss, and disappointment are part of the human experience. While they may disrupt temporary happiness, these experiences can lead to personal growth and deeper wisdom. This acceptance allows individuals to approach life with flexibility and open-mindedness, which are key to maintaining balance and contentment. 13. Practicing patience and forgiveness. Patience is a virtue emphasized in many spiritual practices, and in Buddhism, it is a powerful tool for cultivating happiness. Life is filled with delays, obstacles, and challenges, and responding to these with patience instead of frustration fosters a more peaceful state of mind. Patience helps people accept that some things take time, and growth is often a gradual process. Forgiveness is closely tied to patience. Holding on to grudges and resentment is like carrying a heavy burden that weighs down the spirit. Forgiving others, as well as oneself, releases this burden and allows for emotional healing. Buddhism teaches that forgiveness is not just a gift to others, but an act of self-care that clears the mind and heart, paving the way for happiness. The importance of community. Sangha. In Buddhism, the Sangha, a community of like-minded individuals who practice together, is considered one of the three jewels, along with the Buddha and the Dharma teachings. The presence of a supportive community can greatly enhance one's journey toward happiness. Sharing insights, challenges, and successes with others provides encouragement and accountability. Being part of a community also nurtures a sense of belonging and reduces feelings of isolation, which are common in modern life. Human connections are essential for emotional well-being, and a community that shares similar values and practices can help reinforce positive habits and attitudes. 15. Transforming negative emotions. Buddhism acknowledges that negative emotions like anger, jealousy, and fear are natural parts of the human experience. However, these emotions are not permanent and can be transformed through mindful awareness. By observing negative emotions without judgment and understanding their root causes, one can learn to manage and eventually let go of them. For instance, anger is often linked to unmet expectations or perceived injustices. By recognizing the transient nature of anger and the suffering it causes oneself and others, one can choose a more compassionate response. This transformation reduces the hold that negative emotions have and creates space for more constructive and peaceful emotions. 16. Developing wisdom and insight. Happiness in Buddhism is not just an emotional state, but also an aspect of wisdom. Wisdom, prajna, involves seeing life clearly and understanding the deeper truths about existence, such as impermanence and the nature of suffering. Cultivating wisdom helps individuals navigate life's challenges with grace and find contentment beyond surface-level experiences. Insight is often developed through meditation and reflective practices that help individuals question habitual ways of thinking. This deeper understanding leads to a more mindful approach to life, where decisions are made based on long-term peace and fulfillment rather than immediate gratification. 17. Applying loving kindness beyond the self. While self-care and personal happiness are important, Buddhism teaches that extending kindness and compassion outward is essential for deep and lasting joy. The practice of metta is not limited to loved ones, but extends to all beings, including strangers and those who may be difficult to love. This universal love breaks down barriers and fosters a sense of interconnectedness. The act of giving, whether through kindness, time, or resources, has a profound impact on personal happiness. Research in modern psychology supports this idea, showing that acts of generosity can increase feelings of well-being. Buddhism's teachings align with this, emphasizing that true happiness grows when it includes the happiness of others. 18. Letting go of ego. The ego, which is the sense of a separate self, can be a significant obstacle to happiness. It leads to a cycle of comparisons, competition, and the pursuit of external validation. Buddhism teaches that the concept of a permanent, independent self is an illusion. By understanding the interconnected nature of all things, one can release the need to bolster the ego and instead embrace humility and compassion. This release diminishes feelings of insecurity and fear that often accompany ego-driven pursuits. When the attachment to the ego is lessened, individuals can experience a profound sense of freedom and happiness, as their worth is no longer tied to external success or opinions. 19th. Balancing effort with acceptance. The Buddhist approach to happiness is not passive. It involves active participation in life through mindful effort. However, this effort must be balanced with acceptance. Trying too hard to control outcomes or achieve perfection can lead to stress and disappointment. The key is to strive for positive change, while accepting that some things are beyond one's control. This balance is reflected in the teaching of right effort, which encourages the cultivation of positive qualities without forcing or overextending oneself. A balanced effort brings a sense of harmony, where one is motivated yet relaxed, diligent yet at peace with whatever arises. 20. Happiness as a lifelong practice. Finally, it is important to recognize that staying happy in life, according to Buddhism, is a practice, not a destination. It is an ongoing journey of self-discovery, compassion, and mindfulness. There will be times when happiness feels distant, but these moments are opportunities to deepen one's practice and understanding. Each day offers a chance to practice gratitude, patience, kindness, and mindfulness. These small, consistent actions build a foundation of inner peace and resilience that sustains happiness through life's inevitable changes and challenges. Through dedication to these teachings, individuals can cultivate a life of profound joy that radiates beyond themselves and enriches the world around them. 21st, integrating mindfulness into daily life. Mindfulness isn't limited to meditation sessions. It is a practice that can be woven into every part of daily life. By bringing awareness to mundane tasks, such as eating, walking, or even doing household chores, individuals can turn ordinary moments into opportunities for presence and peace. This practice helps to break the cycle of autopilot thinking, which often leads to stress or dissatisfaction. Simple mindfulness exercises, like paying attention to one's breath or observing the sensations in the body, can be practiced at any moment. Over time, integrating mindfulness into daily routines reduces reactivity to external stresses and fosters a deeper appreciation for life's simple joys. This consistent presence enhances happiness by rooting individuals firmly in the present, where true peace is found. 22nd, embracing non-judgmental awareness. Non-judgmental awareness is a cornerstone of mindfulness and an essential component for cultivating happiness. Often, people react to their thoughts and emotions with judgment, labeling them as good or bad. This judgment can exacerbate negative feelings, creating a cycle of self-criticism and unhappiness. Buddhism teaches the importance of observing thoughts and emotions without attaching labels or getting caught up in them. This practice allows individuals to step back and acknowledge their experiences with compassion and curiosity. Non-judgmental awareness creates a mental space where emotions can be felt, understood, and released without unnecessary suffering. 23. The role of gratitude in sustaining happiness. Gratitude is a practice that enriches mindfulness and overall happiness. By consciously reflecting on the positive aspects of life, no matter how small, individuals can shift their focus from what is lacking to what is abundant. This perspective fosters a sense of contentment and fulfillment. In Buddhism, gratitude extends beyond personal gains and includes appreciation for the interconnected nature of existence. For example, recognizing the efforts of others that contribute to one's well-being, such as the farmer who grows food or the workers who maintain infrastructure, nurtures a deeper appreciation for life. This practice of acknowledging interconnectedness strengthens the bonds between oneself and the world, enhancing happiness and empathy. 24. Navigating life's challenges with resilience. Resilience is the ability to adapt and recover from difficult experiences. Buddhism teaches that suffering is inevitable, but it is how one responds to suffering that determines their state of mind. Cultivating resilience involves accepting pain without denial or resistance and viewing challenges as opportunities for growth. Meditation and mindfulness practices equip individuals with the tools to face difficulties with equanimity. Rather than being overwhelmed by negative emotions, resilient individuals acknowledge and process their feelings while maintaining a balanced mind. This capacity to endure hardship without losing inner peace is a powerful contributor to lasting happiness. 25. The power of self-compassion. Self-compassion is the practice of treating oneself with the same kindness and understanding as one would a close friend. Many people are prone to harsh self-criticism, especially when they fail or make mistakes. This tendency can lead to feelings of inadequacy and unhappiness. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of self-compassion as a way to foster inner peace and happiness. By recognizing that imperfection is a shared human experience, individuals can learn to be gentler with themselves. This shift in perspective encourages growth and reduces the negative self-talk that often accompanies failure. Self-compassion nurtures a supportive inner environment that is essential for enduring happiness. 26. Cultivating joy through simple pleasures. Happiness does not always have to be profound or complex. In Buddhism, the ability to find joy in simple pleasures is considered a valuable skill. This could mean savoring a warm cup of tea, watching a beautiful sunset, or listening to the sound of rain. When mindfulness is applied to these small moments, they become sources of genuine happiness. By slowing down and appreciating the present moment, one develops a deeper connection with life's beauty. This appreciation reduces the desire for more material possessions or greater achievements as a source of happiness, reinforcing that true contentment can be found in simplicity. 27th. Releasing the burden of guilt and regret. Guilt and regret can be significant barriers to happiness. While these emotions can serve as reminders to make better choices, holding on to them for too long leads to unnecessary suffering. Buddhism encourages acknowledging mistakes, learning from them, and then letting go. Forgiveness, both of oneself and others, is an essential step in this process. It helps release the burden of past actions and clears the mind for positive growth. By practicing forgiveness and moving beyond guilt and regret, individuals can focus on the present and future, creating space for happiness to flourish. 28. Living authentically. Living authentically means aligning one's actions and words with their true values and beliefs. This congruence between inner convictions and outward behavior fosters a sense of integrity and self-respect. When individuals live authentically, they reduce the stress that comes from trying to meet external expectations or pretending to be something they are not. Buddhism encourages self-exploration to understand one's true nature. This understanding guides individuals to make choices that reflect their genuine self, leading to a life that is fulfilling and free from the anxiety of living a facade. Authentic living promotes a peace that is rooted in being true to oneself, contributing greatly to a sustained sense of happiness. 29th. Balancing acceptance and change. A key teaching in Buddhism is finding the balance between accepting what cannot be changed and taking action where possible. This balance prevents unnecessary suffering from resisting reality while motivating individuals to make positive changes within their control. Acceptance does not mean passivity. Instead, it means recognizing when to let go and when to act. This principle can be applied to various aspects of life, from relationships to career challenges. Acceptance provides a foundation of peace, while a willingness to act creates opportunities for growth and improvement. Together, they form a balanced approach that nurtures happiness and personal development. 30. happiness as an interconnected journey. In conclusion, the Buddhist path to happiness is an interconnected journey that encompasses mindfulness, compassion, wisdom, and acceptance. It teaches that true happiness is not found in external achievements, but in cultivating a peaceful and resilient mind. This path is marked by ongoing practice and self-reflection, embracing both life's joys and challenges. Happiness in Buddhism is a state of being that radiates outward, touching those around and contributing to a more compassionate world. It is rooted in understanding the nature of suffering, practicing mindfulness, extending kindness, and living with authenticity. By following these teachings, individuals can experience a profound, lasting happiness that goes beyond the transient pleasures of life. As each day unfolds, one can continue to practice gratitude, remain present, and embody compassion, creating a ripple effect that enhances their well-being and that of those they encounter. In this way, the pursuit of happiness becomes not just a personal goal, but a shared journey that enriches humanity as a whole. Staying happy in life, according to Buddhism, is not about chasing pleasures or avoiding discomfort, but cultivating an inner state of peace and understanding. The teachings encourage individuals to look within, practice mindfulness, show compassion, and embrace impermanence. By following these principles, one can foster a deep, lasting happiness that thrives even amidst life's inevitable challenges.